Hi, I'm Chris.
And I'm Matt.
And I'm Chris.
And this is the Underhive Studio.
Woo! How's it going, guys? My name is Matt.
I'm Chris.
And I'm Chris.
We are the Underhive Studio. Welcome to the Underhive Studio. This is our first video, but we're very excited to just give you a bit of an overview as to one, who we are, and two, what the channel is all about and what to expect going forward. But first, I think some introductions are in order. So, Chris.
Hi, I'm Chris. Some people might know me as Underhiver from my hobby accounts. I do a lot of kit bashing, obviously my work on Some City Radio. Predominantly got into the hobby through Necromunda, which is how I met both of these two gentlemen. But I'm looking forward to expanding that experience into board games and other games. Just really looking forward to getting stuck into this Underhive Studio adventure with the pair of you.
Amazing. And Chris?
Hi, my name's Chris. I'm a bit newer into the hobby than these two, but I'm particularly interested in the 3D side of things, be that like 3D modeling in Blender, sculpting, and 3D printing, 3D scanning, and doing like doing sort of kit bashing, but on the computer side of things. But obviously I'm also very interested in the learning a bit more of the terrain building side of things. But unfortunately I have the motor skills of a 3-year-old, so we'll have to see how that goes. But I'm hoping to improve that with my painting and trying to do crafty things without cutting myself too badly. But we'll see how that goes. But yeah, certainly I'm hoping to expand a lot of my skills in Blender to be able to create really cool modular terrains and things like that. That's going to be my jam.
Awesome. And I'm Matt, and my background is a lot more on the Warhammer and wargaming side of things, but more so in the painting side of things. I really want to learn the 3D side of things that Chris does, and he does it amazingly well already, so look forward to seeing that. But for me, I'm on my own sort of skill development journey. I love painting, I love playing board games and skirmish games, Necromunda as well. Chris and I became good friends through Necromunda, and I also am the new co-host of Some City Radio as well, so that's awesome. But overall, guys, the Underhive Studio is for you. We want to show you guys what's new and what's coming out, board games or skirmish game related, that sort of thing. We want to broaden our skill sets collectively, challenging each other to do things that we wouldn't normally do. But ultimately, have a good time doing it. 3 mates in an awesome studio and just having a good time doing it.
Looking for excuses to play different games.
Yeah, let's be blunt. This is an excuse for all 3 of us to get out of the house and have some fun. You know, just playing games, really. You know, 3 grown adults playing games. So, the format of this video is going to be pretty simple. We're going to show you around the studio. We're going to explain a few things. And then we're going to set out the stall as to things to come. So, I think, let's talk about the studio and where this idea came from. So, this was a collaborative effort. It was 3 people who had shared interests, shared hobbies, really wanting to have a dedicated space for it whereby there was no sort of pressure of anything. You could just be yourself, you could have a bit of fun and have access to anything that you needed in the process. We're going to build it out over time, so what you see now is not what it's going to be like in a 6, 12, 24 months time. There's going to be a hell of a lot more paint. We intend on having all of the paint, literally all of it.
All the paint.
We do love paint. We're a bit addicted, aren't we, lads?
I don't think we're supposed to drink it, but I can't help myself.
You drink it?
No.
But yeah, a lot of the focus is going to be on the hobby side of things, but we're going to focus also on board games and skirmish games and even video games as well. And also 3D rendering, because we have the technology in this room to do that. So that's pretty much what the studio is. Let's have a look around.
So as you've just seen, the studio's coming along really nicely. There's still lots more to do, but as we stand, we're really privileged to have access to an absolute truckload of incredible equipment and stuff that honestly is kind of beyond my wildest imagination. When I started out as a hobbyist, just kind of using bits of paint that I could scrape together, you know, cutting things out of card, scrabbling through bits boxes to find the right part, to go from that to this is such an opportunity. And I think it's kind of imperative that we discuss what was important in a space like this. So Matt, what was most important to you coming into the studio?
I think for me, the most important thing was making it feel comfortable and usable. It's all well and good having like a show home style approach to a studio space, but the reality is that this space is going to be used and abused. That's the point. We're here to make cool stuff and have fun doing it. And so for me, I wanted functional space. I wanted somewhere where I could bring my toolkit, bring my paints, bring the kit of, you know, my choice, and sit down somewhere and paint properly. So have access to the paints that we've got here and the paints that we're soon to get here. Have access to basing materials, have access to, you know, good lighting. That is something that is so easily forgotten in our hobby space these days, whereby in here, lighting is perfect. We'll show you a light show later on in this video, but for here and now, like, we have it in abundance. So I think having that warm, comfortable, inviting space where I can spend some time with my friends and really actually focus on the projects that I want to do. For example, finishing off my Tyranids, getting the Titan that I want to get to at some point, getting that boxed off and done, playing board games that I've dreamed of for ages and I just haven't had the friend group to do it. Like, really having a good, solid place where we can just make stuff and have fun doing it. So that's my reason for being here. Chris, how about you?
Well, I think really I feel very much the same in that, like, the primary thing is building a social friend group and a space to play games in, because that's the core of it. At the end of the day, we're crafting stuff most of the time because we want to put it on the table and have fun with it with your friends. So that's the main thing. But like, in terms of like the actual hobby, I think having a safe place to do resin, 3D printing, and the precautions we've took with ventilation and having like an enclosed space, and the plans for the turntable, the spray booth, because that's something standing outside in the wind in the UK trying to spray base something, and the spray is just like leaving the end of the cannon, just flying into the base. So it really, yeah. So how about you also, Chris?
Well, for me, obviously, if somebody had said design a place where you can hang out with your mates and just hobby and play games, I don't think I'd have ever kind of dreamed of being able to put something like this together on my own. But coming from a history of hobby where everything goes in a tiny little cupboard at the end of the day, and I have to go to a dedicated gaming space to play, and that's like logistically difficult, getting all the people together and taking your gang or whatever it is with you. It's the space, it's the fact that kind of we can just all sit around, play a game, sit and chat, sit and watch, you know what I mean, videos on YouTube. We can discuss ideas. We can all be working separately on completely different aspects of the hobby and just kind of hanging out while we do it. It's literally a little boy's dream come true, but with bells and whistles. It's like a kid in a toy shop is how I feel right now, and I'm just really excited to getting into it and cracking on.
Absolutely. And there's some really cool things that haven't even been done yet that are still to come. So for example, we are looking to get a good projector and a projection screen, so we can have like movie nights, and we can do like movie reviews and that sort of thing. Even have gameplay, so actually playing video games on the big screen, you know, the silver screen as it were. We're also looking to really formalize how we use 3D and resin printing. I myself am a FDM hobbyist. I really enjoy my Bamboo Labs A1 and A1 Mini, and being able to sit and work with Chris on rendering something and making something from scratch that I've kind of got tucked away in a Lego box in my head, and actually making that thing, and then also being able to use that thing in a game or whatever, I'm really looking forward to that. And I think for all of us, it's just that social element. Like, that's what it's all about.
Yeah, I think like so much of this hobby for me has been online, so it's about seeing other people's work, other people's ideas, sharing my own ideas, and obviously I was fortunate enough through Some City Radio to have kind of had this community to dip into, but to be able to do that in real life and to share that kind of from beginning to end. So we all start a new game, we all start a new gang or faction, we choose that, we say why we've chose it, we kit bash it, build it, paint it, put it on the table, play it, and then talk about that is just so exciting and such a big kind of drive for what I want us to do here.
To be honest, I'm just in it for the Raid Shadow Legend advertisements.
Raid Shadow Legends. But yeah. On a serious note, there is a link tree in the description of this video and also on the channel. If you want to get in contact in any way, shape or form, drop us an email through the link tree. And that does include Raid Shadow Legends. We look forward to hearing from you guys. So yes, that is the space. That's what we're all about. So I think that's pretty much where we're going to leave things, guys. I think that's a nice, clean, succinct way of showing you guys what this is all about. Now, 2 more things before we go.
Here we go.
I'll just be called Matt and you can be called 2 more things.
2 more things, right, okay. 2 more things before we go. This space couldn't have come together without the 3 of us getting down and sort of working things out and how it was going to work. But then also a gentleman by the name of Rick Shabilla. Rick Shabilla, very close friend of mine, but also a pretty good carpenter and very well connected in the trades world. And he and his team, this couldn't be a thing without he and his team.
It's been a bit of a passion project for him as well, and he's really and we've even got him to play Necromunda a couple of times, which was quite an amazing feat. And I think there's a secret nerd wanting to get out there, so we're going to help try and encourage that.
There absolutely is. Yeah. And the second thing as well is that this channel's going to evolve over the coming months and years into when we find our feet. Because we're friends outside of this. Like, we sit and play games together. You know, we've played Betrayal on the House of the Hill. We've played Zombicide. We've played Necromunda. Like, we talk to each other every single day. And so you'll hopefully be along for the ride on that. You know, there's going to be behind the scenes. There's going to be like us just ribbing each other for any old thing. Like, you'll find that just the way that I articulate myself will be pulled into question quite a lot. And because, you know, out of the 3 of us, I am the dimwit. But still, like, come on, tell me I'm wrong. Like,
he's touching all pieces of the pie.
I'm touching all pieces of the pie, and with flavour palettes of the mind. But yeah, just, you know, there's a couple of people who will know what I mean by that. But yeah, guys, seriously, thank you very much for watching this very first video. We're really excited to crack on. We're really excited to play some games. You are going to be new around here because, well, we're new around here too. So feel free to like the video, drop a subscribe, share it with your friends, loved ones, cared ones, animals, your nan, whoever.
Especially your nan.
Smash that.
So Chris is now known as the Granny Snatcher, and
erase that immediately. And in the next episode, Chris and I will have a Chris v Chris and see who gets to keep the name Chris. It's on.
Like Donkey Kong.
I'm bringing the baby oil, and I'm bringing the paddling pool. You guys? subscribe to our OnlyFans. No. Anyway, right, we're waffling. So thank you very much for watching, guys. Feel free to like and subscribe and share the good word. This is all about mental health. You know, no one battle is faced alone. And if there's anything that we can do to help in that endeavour and help you become a better version of you, or a stronger version of you, we'll try and do it. So, much love from me.
On me.
On me.
And catch you guys later.